paint tools because it's going to make things just get real messy. When we can make this, we can blend this on our own to make it look nice. So let's select the first three on the kneecap at the bottom. So you'll have the center of the kneecap and then the vertices on the left and the right. And then what we can do is, it's all to the calf right now. We know we need to blend it to the thigh R. So select the thigh R. And then what we can do is, this is pretty cool. So you can use the preset values. You can go up by increments, or you can set it to what you think it's going to be. So we can do 0.1. What would that look like? Oh, that's cool. Let's do a 0.25. That's cool. All right. That looks pretty good. We need to do also the top one. So same thing. Select, select, select. And we want this to go to the calf. So we're going to select calf R. And then we're going to do a 0.25. And it brings the knee forward. That looks pretty good. Oh, now we have some issues right here with some, this is going to cause some Z fighting and things don't look correct. This is going to be to thigh. We want to take this and do calf R. And it's a 0.1, 0.25, right? There's also a vertice back here. You can't see it. I see it's there because I see how the segment goes. If you go back to here, you can start to see that that's the vertex I'm talking about. All right, so we want to also look at what that is. This could be fine how it is right here. If there was more topology, you'd be able to get a nice crease right there. But let's see what we can do because we don't want it to mess up anything. This is right now to the calf, so let's go to the thigh. Let's do a 0.1. Let's do a 0.25. That looks pretty good. That's going to give us a better seam right here, but that looks a lot better than if we left it overlapping, because you can see this face would have been Z-fighting and it would have looked pretty bad once the lighting hit it and it was so close to itself. Same thing for the inside of the leg. Let's do this. So this one's to the thigh. This is one that goes to the calf. Let's do a 0.1, 0.25. There's more verts in here now. So this one is one of the 50-50 verts. Let's see, what other verts do we have that we can mess with? We got this one. Let's modify this one first. So this one is to the calf. We want to go to the thigh. So you select your thigh and do 0.1, 0.25, 0.5, 0.25. Let's leave that at 0.25, and now let's do something with this one. This one is tricky, so we need to mess around with it and see. So should it be more to the thigh or to the calf? I think it should be more to the calf probably. Let's do a 0.1, 2, 5, 0.75. Ew, that looks really bad. And you see how it has that harsh lighting on it. So that's not right. So let's leave that at 0.5. What about the thigh? Should we go up more? So let's do 0.5, 0.75. Nope, it's going to look the same. It's going to look the same. So we can do 0.5. That could be an issue with where the vertices lay on the model. But what else can we do? What we can do is we can change the influence. As best we can. .75. Let's see, what is another vertex down here? This right here. Let's see if we can bring that up. So we want this to go to the calf. Let's see, 0.1, 0.25. It's looking better. 0.25, 0.5. If 0.25 is better. Looks like there's more down there we can mess with. Now see, if you painted this would just become a mess and you'd be like, you still would have to go in and do this if you want to make it look the best you could. I know this is very like tedious, but this is the cleanest way of making this look good. So for this, it is a 0.5.5. Let's see if we can, you can change increments of 10. That actually looks better. You can do 0.05, 05. That looks better. What about this one? What can we do with this? To get a little bit more breathing room down there. Doesn't look bad. That looks actually a lot cleaner. Let's see if we can move this one back. That looks pretty good for the kneecap. And then the back of the calf. Let's look at the ankle right quick. So we want to change some of these right here. Maybe that one too, a little bit. All right, so this is on the foot, and we want to go from the foot to the calf for, let's see. So we did that with, this is incremental, so we did it in increments of 0.05 instead of doing the harsh, 0.1, 0.25, 0.5. We want to take, let's take these back ones right here. Yeah, these 4. Let's put that to the foot, R. All right, so now let's actually take this too and do the same thing with that. See if we can get a little bit of something out there. No, I don't like how that's doing it. Maybe we can go back to here. Let's do the front. This needs to come down. So foot. This needs to come up. So calf. And what I'm doing is I'm just nudging the weight around right now. The vertex influences. Trying to make these lines look a little bit smoother. So we want this to go to foot. And a lot of this has to do with where your ankle placement is actually at. The ankle looks like it's pretty high because I did not scale the foot down. But it also depends at the angle of how far you bring the foot to when you start to bend it. This doesn't look that bad right there. Let's look at the thigh. I don't know if this can go up any further. Let's see what this does. Let's bring this bridge up a little bit more. So this will go to calf, to calf. Let's go to foot. Try this one on foot. Try this one on foot. Put this one back on calf. Let's get a little bit of this too. Calf R. All right, let's go to 15. Yeah, but this position will be better if your angle is down further. So the angle for this character should be down a little bit further. So I should have scaled the foot to be a little bit more. If this is the foot, this is the ankle heel. If this is the heel going up into the calf, and this is the foot, I should have brought the actual foot controller to be a little bit more down. So the ankle is here. The pivot right now is like up here. It's like up in this area, right? Still on the lower shin area as opposed to being a little bit down further. So that's why the bend looks the way it does like this. But so that's how you would address that. So on this, I think I want to paint weights. It's still not that difficult to do without painting weights. But let's paint some weights on here and see if we get this to start to be a little bit smoother. So go back to object mode, click over to paint weights, and we are going to be working on the right leg.